Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy and to Crosscurrents, our Things from the Flood and Tales from the Loop mini campaign. You can follow us everywhere at ZealZaddy or at ZealZaddy RPG on TikTok. So at the end of last week, Finny got to watch her father put into the back of a police car and driven away as police started going into and quarantining off her home.
Okay, so I'm staring at this. They're quarantining off my home. What does that look like? Like, are they putting up barriers?
Tape around the perimeter of the yard. You know, just a
yard. Okay.
A row of tape.
All right. We're in Riker's car, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, are we all together or who's all? I think I was in the.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hunter,
Yeah, you're with
Adrian, and
I think
Sia
I-
are at Adrian's place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ruben, you're with us because we're going out to get stuff. Or yeah, we're heading somewhere. Where are we? I can't remember where we're at.
Okay, so
What's his name? Stuff to get the robot stuff, Tick stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
yeah,
yes.
we were
Okay,
gonna
there we
go get Tick stuff. So you see Finny just like put her fist like against the window, just like okay. So
Do you want to stop?
yeah. And you see her just think about it for a second. I think I'll make a better distraction. Do you think the two of you could, I don't know, pop over the fence and grab anything?
What?
What do you mean grab?
Well, my dad had all of this. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He has like a big just collage of information, papers. He had a briefcase and a map and all these strings attached to it. Like it looked like a madman kind of compilation. But
All right.
anything you can grab, maybe. I mean, I didn't have time to look through all of it, but he's been investigating Krafta, and if he's been arrested, that tells me that Krafta probably pulled strings to get him shut up.
All right, cool.
Papers and
But
suitcase.
are you sure
in
you
his
want to
office.
be the distraction? Aren't they gonna go after you too? I mean, wouldn't it be better for one of us to be the distraction? I mean,
well, for her,
in that way.
if she goes to the front and like says she needs to get stuff out of there, or tells them what they're doing in our house, it could distract enough for us to maybe.
Yeah, and the news is here, so they'll want to see me. So all the eyes are going to come over to me.
Yeah, they want to talk to her.
They want to talk to me, not random. Yeah, no offense, not random guy on the street. So
no offense taken.
okay.
Hey, Riker.
You're not
Party
with us.
time, and I put my. Oh, I'm not with you guys.
No, you're with them.
All right. No, you're right. You're right. Thank you.
I was like,
Where did Hunter go?
Right.
Wait, what happened to Hunter?
Sorry,
That was
I heard that Hunter was there. I was like,
Is your Hunter on the
You're always
radio?
with
I
us
am?
internally.
Okay.
You're always with us internally, so it's okay.
Was Hunter on the radio? I thought I heard Hunter in my head said, "Hey, something about partying." Did anybody else hear that? Yeah, I'll park the car a little bit of ways, like maybe an alley over, so we can kind of make our way there.
Okay.
Try to get in there.
And as you're working your way over, you hear down, a little ways away, more police presence coming potentially. Right now, it looks like there are 2 police cars and 1 unmarked car. And looking out there, you can see that it looks like, most of the police cars have 2 drivers. There are 5 people outside.
There are 5 people
Yeah,
outside.
they're all talking and they're kind of quarantining the area.
Are they police officers? Or are they all?
Yeah, police officers. And the news is pushed back from there.
Okay. All right.
They're running cameras constantly right now.
All right. Okay.
And
So she's just going to get out and take her hood off and walk over to the policeman.
you're walking over. So what are the other 2 doing while you're doing it? How are you doing this?
We're
Yeah.
making our way
Oh.
to the back, and trying to
Sneaking?
sneak in from the back.
Yeah. So I guess we're trying to go sneaky.
Yep, let's get some sneak rolls.
You can just say it works. It's okay. Just kidding.
Nope. See, no sneak for me.
I'm going my being super sluggish. Come on. There we go. I mean, let's see. There's my roll.
I won't. Yeah, I'm not pushing.
Wow, we're so great. We're so sneaky.
We're walking down back the alley. It shouldn't matter though because they're all in the front. We're just loud as shit in the alley.
This isn't for walking down
Kicking
the
can.
alley. This is for going in the house.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought this was like going down the alley, getting
No,
in the backyard.
no,
Got it.
getting down the alley is not a big deal.
So imagine like the door's loud, like everything, or maybe it's like kind of jammed. We're trying to be super quiet, but everything's making a sound.
Could be a bad floorboard.
Hmm.
Did you say you were pushing it or not pushing it?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, not pushing.
All right. So you go to open the door and the back door has a squeak to it. Like, but it was unlocked, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're going in, you say, Edward's back here. I think this is the garage. Looks like they were packing up a bunch of stuff.
Okay. So
And
we
you
hear
that
them.
coming from the garage, which is fairly far from where you are.
But it's in between where we need to go, though, right? So they're coming from there,
No,
but
it's
where
not
we
in
need to
between.
go.
You're actually in
Okay.
you come into the back of the dining area and kitchen. So you're actually one room away from the room where he was doing all his stuff.
All right, so try to move in quietly and see if we can see anything around the corner.
Can I get a sneak roll?
Yeah.
And we didn't bring a backpack, but it's
If
cool.
you want to,
It's
I
fine.
tell you to wait. So there's no point both of us going and so just
You
wait.
sure?
I'll go check. Yeah, let me
Okay.
check first. I'll check first.
Okay. Well then, I guess I'll keep watching. I'll just keep an eye out. So could I be helping him then by keeping like watching out and kind of
Doesn't
would that be
matter.
possible? But
You go to
No.
turn the corner and you see that by the front door there are two police officers talking. And you know you're going to have to go across their field of potential view to get into the room that you need to get into. And you hear from the garage, man, it's going to take them forever to go through all these boxes. We may just want to pack everything up. And he's like yelling out to the other police and the police near where you're at. Yeah, they're gonna bring a truck. We're gonna get all that stuff and get it dealt with. Kraft has got forensics people ready to go through everything.
Has she talked to them outside? Did we hear her interacting with anybody outside yet? See if they distract the police.
The two police are standing by the front door talking to each other, but the one in the garage is yelling back.
No,
to
no.
them.
I'm saying the Finney.
Outside. Yeah. Have I interacted with them yet?
Oh, So
We're trying to see if,
you
if she can pull them out.
Yeah, you show up, and there are almost immediately camera crews that come over to you, and they start putting mics in your face.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got to say about your father using funds illegally to? Oh, and someone's like, you can't ask her that. She's a kid. We can't. And a couple of them put their mics in your face. Do you have anything to say about him being arrested? About your
I have no
father?
comments at this time. Excuse me. And then she'll just push her way through.
And one of the police officers comes over.
I hope I should. She looks at him and is it like Campbell or some officer I know?
You know what? There's a role for that. Hold on, I'll remember what it's called. I'm gonna see if you get that, because I think you do. It is a contact role.
Contact roll. Whoa. Okay.
Which is heart.
Oh, heart. Okay. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. All right. That's a good old 3. Okay.
It's not a lot of dice
hey,
necessarily.
It's
three's a
okay.
magic number. It's a
I
magic
mean,
number. So.
Hunter won on her 1. So
But Hunter's a winner by like it's in his soul. He'll roll 1 die and win anyway.
See?
Hey,
100%.
he's a superstar. He's a superstar.
It's Campbell.
it's Campbell, and I'm
Hey,
like, Officer
hey there,
Campbell.
Hey there, Finney. You may not want to be in this mess. You have a way of getting out of here?
I would like to go into my own house, and I'd also like to know where the warrant is for the search of my personal home.
Well, the warrant was served to your father. Detective Roberts back there has the warrant, but we can't let you in your house. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
You
Finney.
can't let me into your house. Can I at least see Roberts?
I'll see what I can do. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you may want to go see your dad. I mean, he'll probably be arraigned in a little bit, and then I'm sure he's going to call his lawyers right away. And you know how that stuff goes. He'll be out in a day or two, probably on bail or something. And you know, do you have somewhere that you can stay with your mom or something? Like, where's she going to stay now?
My mom has her own arrangements, and I do as well.
Hold on, let
When-
me go talk to Roberts. Give me a second. And he turns around and he goes, and I'm sorry you're having to show up to see this. And he turns back and heads over. He goes to talk to the one officer that is not in uniform. He does have a badge on, but he's not in a uniform. And he looks over while the guy's talking to him. When this happens, Riker, you see the three officers are all turned away from you. And they all start walking towards Finney.
Okay. And they came out of the garage and everything?
Nope, because one of them came up to the door, two of them were at the door. There's still one in the garage.
Okay. But when I looked around here, can I see where her dad had the stuff up?
Yeah, if you peek around, you can see all that stuff on the wall.
Okay.
And you see the map. There's like a rolled up map. There's a briefcase with some papers, a bunch of file folders, and on the wall there's pins of people and information just stuck everywhere.
All right. I guess I'm going to try to sneak in and grab this as much as I can and just throw it in my bag.
How much do you think is as much as you can? What could you grab?
I mean, I can just grab it, rip it off the thing, and shove it in there by handfuls, like 2-3 handfuls of stuff.
Well, they're all pinned up.
Yeah, well, pins come out easily out of a board.
Yeah.
So I'm just grabbing a couple handfuls and shoving them in there, so that way they don't have everything that he had. Because there's no way I can get everything.
Yeah, no. Hold on, I want to look at something. Give me a second.
Do you want it to be a sneak roll
I mean, you're not trying to sneak.
or a move?
I think it's a move roll. I don't think you're sneaking. You're trying to be fast.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no sneaking and being fast. I think it's a move roll. How much can you get?
Damn. How much can I get with 3? Scott, how
So-
much can I grab off?
Yeah, you load stuff down. You load a bunch of stuff in, and you had so many successes. You can affect the environment of it. What do you want to have change? And you see Finney staring back at them, and they're all walking down to Finney. And Finney, you see him inside, it's like the Flash. He just pulls like the whole wall down and rolls it up into his bag.
When you say I can affect the environment, do you mean like the room itself, Scott? Like, what are you saying?
No, you can change something that's happening. You can create a benefit.
Is there anything I can do to make it look like whatever like they're looking for maybe doesn't make
Like-
her dad look as bad? Like whatever, like get enough to where like they
Taking
don't really
all
have
the
much to
evidence
go
will
on.
help make her dad not look as
Well,
bad.
I want to make sure the way we do it, it removes as much off of him as possible. That's one thing I'm trying to do. So
How
I mean,
about it looks like nothing was
maybe-
ever there?
actually,
Yeah.
maybe either nothing or is there anything left on the wall, Scott?
Pins, some like yarn hanging off a few pins, things like that.
Yeah, can I make it look like? Yeah, I'll just make it look like there was nothing really there. Like he was going to work on it. That's what I want to do. Like they
So
didn't
you-
have it. Like they missed
right.
it.
So you get a second. You kind of scrape it all the stuff into the garbage with papers and junk. It just looks
Uh-huh.
like garbage there, and not like a wall of investigation.
Mm-hmm. And then I just turn around and then dip out and like go, and then
And
head out.
can I get a sneak roll?
From just him, right? Or am I sneak rolling too?
Just him, not you. Ruben.
Okay.
You're behind a wall.
I'm going to push it this time, Scott.
Okay.
There we go.
Could I help? Oh gosh, never mind. You already rolled.
But I'm going to take a condition. Right? It's a condition, right?
Yeah. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
And you turn the corner to the back door, and you get to the back door, and you hear someone from inside. Hey, who took this stuff out of here? Did you already get a box going? And you hear closer to where you were. The guy who was in the garage must have come out of the garage, and he's yelling out to the police outside talking to Finney.
Mm-hmm.
Finney, you see this guy come up just as Riker turns the corner inside your house, but he's not out of the house. He's in the kitchen at the moment. And
As the Rogers, what was the other officer? Rogers with the
yeah. Oh no, Roberts.
Roberts. There we go. So with Officer Roberts there, is he by me now?
Yeah, he's over there by you.
Okay, so she's like, I'd like to see the warrant, if you will.
And he pulls out of his pocket a warrant and he hands it to you. So
She's gonna read it thoroughly.
yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, but it's not outrageously complex. But it's all related to illegal use of funds, and there's a warrant to check bank accounts and things like that too, not just his house, not just the house.
Okay, so in a warrant, there are specific. It's specific in scope. So she's gonna like look there, like on as to like what areas of the house were warranted for searching.
Yeah. So, I think it would be.
Because the warrant should clearly state the areas to be searched and the items to be seized.
Yeah, the items to be seized would be mail, bank records, anything related to banking and finances. Nothing related to investigations of Crafta.
Mm-hmm.
And it said they could search for all of this through any kind of document storage he has, which you know that there's some storage in the house in file cabinets and stuff like that.
Is there it says like I'm sorry, what was the wording you used again? The file storage?
Yeah, you have like filing cabinets in your house. So
Okay, so it specifically says like they can search any filing cabinets in the
filing
house.
cabinets, storage boxes, things related to document storage.
Things related to document storage. Okay. And so what she's going to try to do is try to like get them to just try to squeeze them a little bit for looking in the garage when they're supposed to be looking for documents. And she's like, there aren't any documents in her garage.
And you see over the shoulder of the police officer that's standing at the door, Riker and Ruben, you can kind of see them in the little sliver of visibility at the back of the kitchen trying to get out the back door, but you know that it squeaks.
Okay.
And they're like frozen against the wall hoping this guy leaves. And that guy goes, hey, somebody's been messing with the documents on that wall, the crazy wall. Anybody did somebody put that stuff in a box or something? And the three officers with you, they start to turn, except the officer who handed the warrant to you.
Uh-huh.
And he looks at you and goes, are you done with the warrant? We have a job to do.
I was like, no, I'm not done with the warrant. What cause do you have to look in our garage or my dad's craft wall? This says it needs to be documents related to finances.
And the guy at the door, you see him start to turn, and he's turning the direction that would make him see the two of them probably standing at the door.
Okay. That officer, and oh gosh, okay, so he's the one in the garage, right?
He's not in the garage anymore. He's the one at the door yelling at them. Who gathered this stuff off the wall? He came out of the garage.
Okay.
Scott, I just want to say for the record, Scott, Ruben should be right at the door with the door open kind of thing. Because I told him to stay there by the door. So I could just run out.
You are right.
Just
by
so you
the
know,
door.
like, so it's,
but you
well, I
know
just
the
wanna make
door
sure you know-
squeaks.
well, okay.
I imagine we could. Okay, yeah, I got
Ruben
you.
knows the door squeaks. He's like, because the police officer, if you open that door any further or close the door any further, you know it will squeak.
So what if we just kept it open though? If we heard it squeak, I mean, but it's fine. We didn't say it in time, so that's fine. So it's closed. We're staying next to it. I got you. All right.
Is there
Um,
anything near me, Scott, that I could like, I don't know, throw in a direction that he may not be looking to distract him?
Or we can just split
Pan.
up, like,
Huh?
or
And
we'll open it. We'll just open it and then run different directions. You're the most important to us, so I'll make the most noise, and I'll run a different direction.
Okay, I'll try something else. I'll try a different thing. She'll be like,
Oh,
since he doesn't seem to budge, she's gonna lean a different way and like given the warrant back, like, okay, fine, but you'll probably want to go and turn the sprinklers off because they're scheduled to come in. I was like, to turn on.
okay. Isn't
and the police that's with you looks back at the guy at the door. Can you check the sprinklers? Do you have some kind of a system that is automatic or something?
Yeah, we have an automatic system, and then she like points them to like gosh, all I can think of is that it would be in the garage. But like she's like,
Yeah.
uh,
Probably would be in the garage.
It would be
That's a
in the
good place.
garage.
and but don't you need to go like past the garage?
No,
You
no. The garage is
You can-
the garage on the other side. So we're in the kitchen now, trying to go out the back door.
Okay.
He's by the wall, right, about to turn around. So like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
getting back in the garage, it wouldn't mess with that. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So she'll like just like try to shout at him and be like, "Oh, it's like it's over by the dryer, but you have to move the. There's some boxes in the way, and but be careful because like there's some china in it." And
Ruben and Riker, you hear her yelling at the officer at the door, and he stops and he listens, and he takes a few steps forward. All right, I'll check where that is. And Campbell's like, "Thanks, Vinny. Sorry about this. If you need anything, let me know. You know."
do you know when I might be able to go back in my own house, maybe?
I don't know yet. It'll probably be a day or two. It may be tomorrow. You said you had arrangements.
Yeah, I have some school friends
And
that I can.
as you're doing this, the news crews are right up near you. They're recording this, mics in hand, all that, and they're filming this.
I mean, she's not gonna pay attention. I mean, she's had film crews on her whole life, so it's not like a huge deal to her.
Ruben
But
and
she'll-
Riker, you see the guy leave the
I
door
know.
a few steps, and you see
once we
them
hear,
conversing.
yeah. Okay. So he's away from us now. We can make it
Yeah.
out the door.
You can, yeah. Can I get a sneak roll from you both?
Mm-hmm.
This thing's been working so well.
Yeah.
See if I can get into roll. Man's been acting so slow.
I think Fanny will address the crowd for like a briefly. She'll say because the warrant is valid. She'll say like which judge, this warrant was signed by Judge so and so, and
They never get that
and-
info that easy.
yeah, like I'll light a little fire here or there. The warrant was signed by Judge so and so, and I have my faith in the evidence. It was like I put my father's fate in the hand of the evidence. It's like I know. It's like I know my father, and I know that his or like fine, show them our records. You'll find that you'll find.
For shit.
I was like, you'll find that we don't have anything. Just like the evidence will speak for itself, is
Ruben
what she
gets out
says.
the door. Riker gets out the door, and the door squeaks, and the back officer turns and looks back.
I'm going to, or
Hop in
I'm
the
going to
fence,
close.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna close. Well, as he sees, I'm gonna close the door, so make it harder for him. So I'm gonna close it, and then
Close and lock it.
we can't lock from the outside though,
They may have a
because I'm
lock on the
assuming.
inside, whoop, and then close it. So he's
And he doesn't say anything, Finney. You see him though. He turns to go in, and he looks down into the kitchen. He looks into the other room, and then he goes into the kitchen and looks around for a moment. What are you two doing when you get out the door?
I mean, I just made a mad dash for the
You're
fence.
just dashing. Okay.
Mhm.
I know Ruben had you closed the door, right? So that way he
Because we know they saw us. Yeah, because if we saw like okay, they know we heard us, and yes, I will close the door.
Can I get
Move.
a move, please, from both of you to get over that
Yeah.
fence?
Alchemy is running so slow, but yes, you can.
Yeah, it is weird.
Ay, ay, ay. It's running so sluggish for me. It's bad. But let me load it again.
One.
Okay. Move. Okay, that's fine.
You can do it, Ruben. I believe in you, sir. You know what? Even if you get caught, you don't have anything on you, so that's good.
I'm going. It's going sluggish. Come on, come on. There we go.
I was like, damn, Ruben.
Both
can
of you
move.
bolt for the fence, and in one beautiful leap, you hop over the fence. It's a chain link fence, so you guys know how to do that.
Yeah.
And you hit the alley back ways of the alley, and the officer goes and opens the door. And Finney, you see out of the corner of your eye the two of them in the alleyway just sort of, for a moment, just disappear. And him look out the back door and look around and doesn't see anything and closes the door, comes back in. What are we gonna do about the mess in here? I mean, I don't know what's going on with the boxes and stuff, but I don't think that was supposed to be touched. And the officer says, I need the warrant, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure, he gave it back.
Yeah, I gave it back.
All right.
Yeah.
And he turns and goes back, and Campbell's like, I'll let your dad know you came by, and you want me to let him know where you're going to be or anything?
He'll know where I'm at.
All right.
Uh,
And they all turn and head back up to your house.
okay. And
All the rest of the reporters start following them, and one of the people, a youngish reporter with a camera, not a video camera.
mhm.
She leans in and she whispers, "Who is that went out the alleyway?"
And I look at her. I guess there isn't anyone I really hate.
She has on her camera, it says press, and it says The Rag, which you know is like a really offbeat, left-wingy, kind of college-y newspaper, and super anti-establishment.
Okay. She's a little cocky right now, so she just says, "We'll just say it was a friend," and then like throws up her hood.
And you see a business card in hand between the two of you that she has there. You can call me if you want to talk about this at some point.
Sure.
I have a feeling what happened in there is going to lead to questions. So, you know.
Yeah, I'll keep it in mind. And she'll just.
And she goes in and starts questioning the police officers, yelling at them, asking them questions. Just like ridiculous questions like, so which one of you is the one planting evidence in the house? You know, just like messing with them.
Yeah, Finney will take the minute to just slip away while everyone has their attention diverted.
Yeah. You actually get the sense that she's creating annoyance or diversion for you.
Nice. I'll slip around the corner into an alleyway and try to regroup.
Okay. You get around and you all gather together. Back at Adrian, and you get together and everything, and Riker looks like he packaged up a kindergarten all in his wrapped in his arms all at once. Back at Adrian's, the other three intrepid hackers, well, hacker and friends and accomplices. What are you doing?
Well, we have a thing my mom left for us.
Yep, a bag.
Adrian is getting the laptop out of the bag.
Okay, when you open the bag, it is not a bag like you've seen before. It is really weird. You open the bag and it is lined with some kind of silvery material, and it sticks closed. And when you open it, it kind of peels and it goes, and it holds its form.
Would I have ever seen a material or heard about a material like this before?
You've never seen anything like it. And
What
inside it, there's a
is-
laptop and a little square block and a screwdriver, like a weird screwdriver.
What the fuck, Mom?
Yeah, is your mom keeping juicy robots?
No, this is something else. I take out the screwdriver and I look at the tip. Does it look like
It's
a
a star
security
shape.
screwdriver? It's a star shape? Okay. So I would know a couple of things that use security reasons because of my leg, things that use things similar to this.
Yeah.
I take out the box and look over the box for any sort of openings or screw points for access on it.
Yeah, the little box has a screw on both ends.
Cool.
You open it
Unscrewing.
up,
Yep.
and there is what looks like a kind of a big battery.
I think this is a power source. I take the laptop and open it up.
There's a block missing that looks like about the size of this battery.
Okay.
It's either a power block or it's a whole lot of data storage. One of the two, I say, as I pop it into place.
I mean, it could be both. It might even have like 20 megabytes of space.
Right,
storage.
which
That'd be crazy.
let's let's not get ridiculous, Scott.
Yeah.
And then I open it up,
You open
find the power switch, and
you when you pop in the battery, you hear it snap into place like it's magnetically connecting.
oh, that's cool.
And there's a little place for you to pull a little strap around it to hold the battery in. And when you lift the lid, it automatically turns on. Like there's no power on. You just see it starting to boot up. And it is booting up with the same software that was on that SGI machine.
How did you get SGI software on something portable?
And it boots up so fast. It's just stupid. It's less than 2 minutes.
I just look
You-
at
you
Hunter
see
and like, we
Adrian-
lost him.
Adrian
Let's
is
just chill on the couch. We lost him.
gone.
I look towards like Sia and I'm just like, I think he's just making up stuff at this point. Like I never know what he's talking about.
I heard that.
Oh,
Um, but no, I look at Hunter debating, trying to explain things up to Sia. Whatever this is, I don't even know how it works. To get something the same operating system on the SGI at your house onto something portable.
And when it's booting up, it gives you the operating system number, and it is a newer version of what was on the SGI by two iterations, full iterations.
Two full iterations? Okay.
And it takes less space than the other one. Like they've obviously improved the code.
They trim the fat.
Yes. And it automatically seems to log into LoopNet. it doesn't, and there's no modem connected to it or anything. It just is on it.
What is Adrian actually like, pushes himself away a little bit on his roller chair. That shouldn't be possible. Because as far as Adrian knows, this shouldn't be possible. A remote connection to LoopNet?
Well, who knows what the Loop and Crafta have been doing?
I want to find out because I want to build this. So I go in and I pull up LoopNet and I pull up the video feed or the picture feed from.
As it's when you bring on LoopNet, it brings up a bunch of nodes initially. It goes through them and it identifies what it can, and it identifies this node, and then it says above it says hidden nodes. This one, and there are two other ones, and it says Mannix and missing robot under the other node. And
Was
then
it
missing a bunch of
Mannix?
others.
Yeah,
That's one of
Mannix
the
was
robot
that.
names.
Wasn't that the
That's
hunter
the-
killer?
Yeah, that's the robot that's trying to kill us.
I
The invisible
double-
one.
I double tap on to open up the Mannix node.
Okay, Mannix. When you open that up, you see little menus dropping down, and it is actively showing data and codes that it is receiving and sending out. It's not sending anything out at the moment, but it is actually tracking, it seems, all the other nodes, like everything else that all the other robots are dealing with. It's like absorbing that information,
It's learning.
even when it is not, the information's not sent to it. Because the robots seem to be sending
It's-
things to, sometimes they broadcast, but sometimes they send things to specific ones, and Mannix gets that also.
All of them. Mannix is getting everything.
And then another node comes on for a moment, and it goes off, and for a moment it's there, and it says water creature.
Oh, I found, and it just blips in and out real quick.
Yeah. Also, when it shows Mannix, unlike what you'd seen on the other one, it is showing a long positioning of everything.
Is it constantly up? Like, does it look like Mannix is moving right now, or is he stationary?
Mannix is stationary. As a matter of fact, there are two nodes where you're at.
There are two Mannix nodes?
No, there's two nodes where you
Oh,
are
got
standing.
it. Got
This
it.
laptop is one of them, but there's another node here.
In my,
I go to the backpack and open it and pull out the currently unmoving
Oh.
dragonfly.
Yeah.
oh, that reminds me. I go and because I have a soldering. I'm assuming I have a soldering iron on my workbench,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I pop the top of my soldering iron off and almost turn like a little jump start. And I turn the power on to max and I point towards the silicone mat on my table. Put him down there.
All right. I gently put it down.
And I go, pop.
And when you go to do it, it kind of taps it, and then from the end of its tail, a little cable kind of falls out that looks
That's
like
what I thought.
a power cable.
That's what I thought. I go in and I can I have the plastic bag back? Because I don't think this thing's actually dead. So I put it in the plastic bag, feed the cable in, plug it in, and then seal it almost until it's closed so it can't just fly off as soon as it's
Yeah.
charged.
And when you plug it in, 20 seconds later, you see a little bit of glow come into its eyes.
There you go, buddy.
And the laptop starts showing code flowing out of it.
Yeah, it does. I go ahead and I pull it up for the image, and I'm assuming I'm seeing myself.
And you do see yourself, and
Yep.
you see it. It sees you,
I wave at it.
and then just off to the side of you, there's a little dot. It says bonded pair, and the dot is on Sia.
This has been watching you.
Watching. Oh, that's comforting.
It might actually be if it's your mother, and it's in her own way.
So your mom has been watching you through
Um.
robot dragonflies?
And look, I'm not saying he was king of right intentions, wrong decisions.
Yeah.
I get the
No.
mentality. Not saying I would do it, but I get the mentality behind it. King of right intentions, wrong decisions.
I mean, here it is. She obviously has a similar access that you're doing now, so she probably has seen me through it. But we also know the other robots have been using
Right.
this one.
Right.
Yeah. And are all these robots connected to Mannix? Or are they all connected?
Okay, so all of the robots are sending information to specific places. Robots can't just send in, well, they can send information to everybody, or they can send information to a specific place. Mannix is doing, I'm assuming, has something running in the background, kind of like I described to Riker how my computer periodically gets updates to LoopNet. Mannix has a faster, better connection to LoopNet that's doing the same thing my computer's doing. So Mannix is getting information from everyone, not intentionally on the other robot's part.
What are the rest of you doing, by the way? You were leaving. Where were you going to? From Finney's.
We were gonna head. Well, originally we were trying to go to get Tic Tic's stuff.
Yeah,
so
we're
we
going to
could-
the bathtub.
his bathtub.
All right. You get out there and you get his. Are you taking the whole bathtub?
No.
No, we'll just
I mean, we could. I mean,
collecting
going strong
his
enough
like
to?
little
Okay.
plastic bags.
Okay.
And,
His
belongings.
collection, his knickknacks. And his-
yeah.
You get his
His-
belongings and get him back to
Chris.
Chris's. And
While we're in the car, though, man. Oh man. I almost got caught by that. I am not sneaky tonight.
Okay, well, you
You
pulled
made
it
it
off.
work.
I start
Yeah.
sifting through the stuff while we're like, I imagine it's one of those trucks that has like 3 seats across the front.
Yeah.
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 yeah,
And
you're on the
I-
front seat.
I tell you, I go, yeah, you're right. I wasn't quiet enough, but I was quick enough. It's because all that wax on and wax off. Trying to make a joke because he's like nervous.
You
Yeah,
drop,
I thought that would come handy for breaking and entering.
you drop everything
Ooh.
off at Chris's. That's where you're going to take it, right? If I remember right.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chris and Tic Tic are watching Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom
Nice.
and watching animal stuff. And Tic Tic can barely talk. He's so fascinated by everything that he's seeing.
I guess we just probably
He's
unless you guys want to talk to him, I was just going to drop it off and head out, let them get comfortable, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Tic
Nah.
Oh, for sure.
verklempt.
Yeah.
Go catch up with the others to see if they found anything on the computer, and then we can also shift through this stuff and see if there's anything they find that matches up with what your dad found.
And you get to Adrian's. Adrian, as you're going through this, there are when you click on Mannix, there are lines that come out when he's collecting information from whom. Sometimes collecting from all of them at once. And you can get images from many of these, although not all of them. Some of them don't have imaging.
Right.
The dragonfly obviously is an easy visual get, although the images are odd. But there's also one that seems to be giving you images from underwater. That's the one you'd seen that image from before.
Right.
And it seems to be swimming, and there are all these like fish or eels that don't look quite normal. in the water, like not big, and they don't seem to be predating on each other or anything. They just seem to be existing. And some of them have more or less outer flesh around them, and some you see metal pieces still protruding like they're growing over things.
Can I try to send orders to that? So, okay, first things first, I pull up the actual image of the LoopNet node set.
Yeah.
I am looking at it, and can I kind of reference on that where Tunnel 17 is?
Yeah, you can find Tunnel 17, and it has an entrance in Beta Zone 13.
13.
And there are 3 of them there.
Okay. Is it possible for me to kind of give it Flatland points to where I would believe the emergency shut-off doors would be, working my way closest to and then back out of the core of the loop net, the core of the loop, to see if I can't find who we think might be Riker's father, to see if we can get a firm location of where he is.
I don't know if you'd be able to get that.
That's fair. It was a long shot anyways.
You do get images from different things, and one of the ones you get is of a automobile that Sia recognizes as her mom's. And it is out at Beta Zone 13, and there's police out there, a couple of them, in this field. And you see the picture of the car on the side of the road, and in the background of the picture, you see movement. I mean, they're not great photos, but you see her, it looks like she's trying to sneak around the police.
But what is she doing?
And she has a case with her, like a briefcasey thing, a little bigger than that. And she goes to one of those big circular lids that are the tunnel entrances, the one furthest from the police, and she lifts it, and it holds when it's lifted, and she climbs in, and she starts going down, and she pulls it down, and then she's no longer visible to you.
Sia, did your mother just go into the robot eel-infested tunnel?
She did. But she must know what's going on in there if she went in there.
Yeah.
Jesus,
and then everyone else shows up.
Have you guys found anything?
My mom went in the fucking tunnel.
The cooling tunnels?
Yep.
Wait, seriously?
The same one that we saw, the same one that we got the image of your father. The same one that we got that image from. We don't know if it's your father, but.
All right. Well, I like, where should I put this? Like a bag full of like papers?
What is it?
Well, my father got arrested.
Hold on. On what grounds? What was the charge?
The warrant was to look at his financial records. It was to investigate the illegal use of funding for his vendetta against Kraft.
Okay. Was he arrested or taken into custody? Because there's a difference.
He was being put into the car.
Taken into custody, not necessarily arrested.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
But we managed to squirrel this away before they got it.
Is this the crazy board?
Yes.
I point towards a big empty wall that I have.
I'm just gonna put the bag by because this is gonna take time.
Yeah.
Right. We'll get back to this when we get back.
Should we go after your mom?
Yeah, when everyone was talking, as you turned her, you already see Sia had packed up her bag and picked up the little dragonfly.
Yep.
Still in
we're
its
going.
baggie, now attached to like probably one of her pins on her shoulder.
What is? I look at the computer. Is that a lap? That's like a laptop thing. Like
We'll
I've
get.
never seen a laptop.
I'm
Don't.
saying. I don't know. I'm asking out of character. Is
It's
that
a
like
portable-
a laptop?
It's a portable computer.
Yeah. So
I don't have time to create myself over this. We'll get back to that later. Also,
Should maybe bring it since it's
no.
Well, it can show you inside of here. We might be able to help us like navigate.
It might also let the robots track us.
It also might break.
Nope.
And then
But-
Finney's looking at it like impressed too. So
Yeah.
I
but
don't
wait,
have the
wait,
words
You're
to
But are the
looking at
robots
it,
the problem?
And there are little lines of code.
I
And you
don't
see
know.
Sia's name in those code in that code.
Yeah, Sia's. Oh, by the way, that one I point towards the one on Sia's bag is actually attached to Sia. Like, bonded was the term that bonded pair was what the terminology used in the code in Dragonfly's code
Is
for
there any more
Sia.
that are like bonded to the rest of us?
wait,
Haven't had a chance to check that yet. Probably
Oh.
should. I do.
And
the
It is
And
sending a
dragonflies
signal.
bonded to Sia?
It's sending a signal to Sia over and over. It's just like a loop.
It's watching her.
I think it's her babysitter.
Okay.
Well, it's code.
Right.
Yeah, but
Like it like this one is hard coded to Sia.
Right. So you
Well,
got it, Fred?
I mean, Tick Tick kind of imprinted on Ruben.
Yeah.
He said bonded.
He bonded to Ruben.
Maybe it's more along the line. Maybe
It might be. It's a shame that I can't. It's a shame that TikTok doesn't actually have access to LoopNet anymore. I could confirm
Right.
that through a check.
All right, so let's hop in the truck and let's go. Some of y'all got
What?
to ride in the back. There's not enough seats
Well-
for everybody in front.
oh wait a minute, I mean, you could see Mannix through the
wait,
through your
you
portable
can see
your
Mannix?
computer. I mean, like,
Okay.
can't you?
I can't
Can't you
see
control-
Mannix. No. No.
Oh,
But you know where he's at, right? You can track him.
Well, but Manus can hide himself from other robots. But you can still,
Man-
you can always.
Mannix can't hide himself if he's constantly drawing in information. Wherever information goes, data goes with it. I can track where that data goes to Mannix. My issue is I don't know how long the delay is, because there's no such thing as instant data transfer. First things first. Two, even if I can track him with this, I'm pretty sure Mannix can track me with this also.
All right, so what you're saying is we don't know how long this information comes. We should probably head out now because she could have been in there for a while.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like,
what?
I opened the door. Let's go. We can talk on the ride. Let's go.
yeah. Dang.
Okay,
I was,
real quick. I will abstain. That way it is a 5-person vote. Am I taking the laptop? Am I taking the portable computer or not?
Take the battery.
I like that.
And
Hide
the
the
box
computer,
that it
right?
was in is inside, is in the laptop bag, the one that seals weird.
Right. I take that out and I look. Does it look like it's easy for me to remove the battery at this point?
Yeah.
Or okay, cool. I just
Okay.
pop that out, slap that in, close it back up, keep the screwdriver, keep the
The battery.
yep, and then I put the laptop back in the bag. I put the bag in the bottom drawer, lock the bottom drawer.
Okay.
I was hoping we could have like an RC car
No.
Mannix.
No,
Dang.
that's an entire. I couldn't even begin to tell you why I wouldn't be able to do that.
Do we tell anyone where we're going in case something happens?
No.
Can we? Is there anyone we
Okay.
can tell who wouldn't try to stop us?
No, but I mean, if something goes wrong, at least they know what would happen to us. But it's fine.
Scott, on the way out, if we're heading that way, will we go by Chris's place? Or you can call Chris.
Call Chris. I'll call Chris real quick.
At least that way, at least one person knows where we went. Just tell him we're investigating some stuff near the tunnels. Don't even tell
If
him
he
what
doesn't,
it
no, I'm gonna say if he doesn't hear back from us by tomorrow, day after tomorrow, day or 2 days. How long do you want to say? 24 hours.
24 hours.
Cool. I call Chris.
And,
What day is it, by the way, Scott? What day is it?
It is.
It's a school day.
It was
It's a school day, right?
Isn't it
It
Okay.
is Wednesday.
Okay, I just want to know if it's a school day tomorrow.
It's a school day.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It would have been Monday. Would have been Technology Day. It's Tuesday.
Okay.
Is it the next day?
Yeah.
I think it's the
Yeah.
same.
I thought
Oh,
it
no,
was
it's the
still
same
Monday.
day.
Oh,
No,
no,
it's
it's the
It's
same
the same day.
It's still Monday.
It's
Yeah.
Monday.
It's been a very long Monday.
It's been a long.
Monday.
That's all Mondays are. That's a Monday
Yeah.
in
Right.
general.
Been a day.
But yeah, so I call Chris.
Typical Monday.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright, so who's
Hey Chris, Adrian, I'm letting you know we are going to be going and checking out something real quick. There's a little bit of danger involved. If I don't hear back from you in 24 hours,
you mean if you don't? You said if I don't. You mean if you
yeah,
don't?
if you don't hear back from me in 24 hours, shut up, Riker. If you don't hear back from me
Same, dude.
if you don't hear back from me in 24 hours, or any of us within 24 hours,
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know if Tic Tic can go 24 hours. He's been asking about Ruben like every
Oh.
20 minutes.
one second. Let me finish and just hand him the phone real quick. Come to my place. I know you know how to break into a door. Break into my place. There's a file and a bag in the bottom drawer of my desk. Take
it
that.
to my godmother.
Take it to what's her name?
The detective's name is. I'll tell you in a second here. It
You forgot your
is-
godmother's name?
Detective Karen Richards. We haven't talked to her in like
Right.
8 or
Take
9
it to
episodes.
take it to Detective Karen Richards. Let her know that it's from Riker.
Oh, all right.
Hopefully, you'll hear from us within 24 hours. By the way, just hand the phone to Tic Tic real quick. Ask Tic Tic where his audio receptors is. Ruben, phone.
Yes.
Phone.
Who was that? Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello, Ruben.
Oh, how's it going, Tic Tic? How was Chris? How was the place?
It's good. I can't communicate with you when you're not here. I can't send code because of my damage and whatever. You're probably not getting any code from me. You know, in case
I don't get
you
code at all.
What?
I don't get code at all.
Why don't you get? How do you get information about the world around you?
Oh.
Aren't there others talking to you? There used to
Well,
be to
yes,
me.
but-
There were the other ones.
It's more physical sensations like, hearing, sight, and things like that is how we get our information. I mean, I guess we kind of can use code on things like computers and stuff, but
You don't
Mostly
send code
just-
from your mind across minds.
no, and maybe it's a good thing that we can't. But I apologize. I do have to go for just a day, but I will try my best to visit tomorrow though.
I have one other question.
Yes.
I think we need to go save Gilligan. He and his friends are trapped on an island somewhere.
Would Ruben even know that? Would Ruben even know the show? I guess,
Please,
yeah.
please tell us he's getting loud enough for everybody to hear in the
Ruben
room.
would know Gilligan's Island.
Mhm.
Everybody.
All he has is a coconut radio.
There is.
Please
a
tell us we
scientist,
all
so
can
there's
hear
some
this
hope.
through the phone.
I don't think we'll need to save them, but we'll go over shows when I get back. That is a
Save who?
good question.
What are you talking
We'll make sure.
Who needs to be saved?
Oh, okay. As long as everyone's safe.
We will try to be. Right.
Okay.
Hand it back to.
Okay.
Who
All right.
needs to be saved, Ruben?
Click.
Who needs to be saved?
Who are we saving?
Yeah, you
Gilligan
said someone was
from Gilligan's.
From Gilligan's Island?
They're watching Gilligan and they. Yes.
Okay, well, don't
Oh.
ever give him Lord of the Flies.
Oh no! Oh, that's not even funny. That's not even funny. Finny, that's dark even for you.
He's like,
What did Finny say?
And
No, don't worry
don't
about
worry
it.
about it.
I think while this whole interaction was happening, Sia was already outside by the truck, and she's writing notes for the dragonflies because she knows it doesn't audio communicate.
Okay. And
All right.
it will use a wing to kind of point at
Yes and
things.
no. That's dope.
Okay. So my first line, because I just have my notebook, I write a first line saying, "Hello, I hope we're friends."
That's a long pause. That's a long
Yeah.
pause after you ask that.
Wow.
Mm,
It-
Sharpens a knife.
It seems to be running a wing across the words, and it stops at the end of them, and it doesn't seem to have an answer. It doesn't seem to know how to answer that.
All right. Well, and I write another line that says, we need to save my mom. She is the one who made me. Hoping that it understands what that, even not in like human biological sense, understands maker in creation sense. Then I write a third line saying, just in case, hope you all remember us.
It doesn't seem to have a way of responding to you.
That's okay. I think I just want the information out there.
Okay.
All right. At this point, I
Yes.
would say I'd be coming out to join you, but we gotta figure out who's sitting where.
And it starts kind of flying around where you are. It seems to be more at home flying than standing most of the time. But it does occasionally stop and just land on your shoulder or on your head or hand or what have you. You get in the truck
All right.
and you start heading down outside the city area. As you're driving, you see there are all kinds of water trucks out this way. Just lines of them, all with craft logos on the side. And
Are they filling water or taking water? When you say water trucks, what do you mean exactly?
Or
What are
like
they-
the aqua things we saw at the party.
Oh yeah, like are those like the water vehicles? Do you mean like those?
no, they're like big tanks on the back of a truck.
Water
Holding
haulers. Water haulers.
And they seem to be, I mean, this is pretty out there in the area that is mostly like what was farmland and stuff. There's still even cows and stuff out here, so they're not bothering with any traffic. They don't affect traffic or anything, but they are lining up the side of the road, and up ahead you see one of them pull out and start driving forward, and it goes on for a little bit, and you get out that way, and a little bit ahead of that, you see your mom's car on the side of the road. And out in the field, at one of those big round tunnel entrances, it's opened, and there's a big tube that connects to to another water truck.
I think they're draining out the tunnels.
We're about to fill them with water.
And then you see them like seal the hose and the back of the truck, and it leaves, and the next one comes up, and they plug the hose onto it.
Can we tell if the water's going out or going in?
You can't tell.
Did we stop by here
I'll give you an
or
investigation
see his mom's
check.
car, or
Actually.
where are we right now?
Actually,
Yeah.
you're out near the fields where Beta Zone 13 is.
I would like to be investigating it too because that was my
Sure.
question. I wanted to know if
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
give
Sienna's
you-
freaking out, so she's being very observant right now.
I'm gonna have a bad roll. Yeah. See, look, does not like me tonight.
It never likes us.
Hey,
Do
see,
we-
I got one.
Let me see.
One sec,
Oh,
my
let me,
system.
let me open it again. It's so
Oh.
slow.
Yeah, mine's taking a moment to update on my end.
Well,
My
okay.
potato's
got
acting
one.
up.
It makes sense for me to miss because I'm driving. I'm like kind of looking, but I'm like, I gotta focus on the road.
Let me see investigation. So okay,
I
mine.
believe in you, potato.
Uh, Oh,
Mine go or did mine cancel?
okay.
Did mine go?
No,
I
see,
haven't
you
seen yours
got a
yet.
one, and
Okay.
Finny got a one. You both got one success each. Both of you did.
Did I get anything?
Adrian got a success. Ruben got a success.
I'm not seeing them.
Ruben
Oh,
got
there
three
we
successes.
go. Just updated on mine.
Damn, Ruben. 3
Well,
successes.
Ruben sees everything always, so this is what.
Is Hunter not looking?
Hold on.
Maybe I can code.
I want to see
I
what Hunter
can.
But it's looking the other way.
Well, like,
He's
I
reading
have,
his
like-
book.
did. He's reading his book. We're all like worried about like see his mom. He's like, yeah, read chapters.
Of course, Ruben noticed.
Right.
He noticed the most.
And I didn't think anybody would get it.
I want Hunter to get it because then I'd be the only one that didn't get it. Okay, me and Hunter, I'm not alone. All right.
Well,
I actually wanted you to get it.
One
One wasn't
doesn't get it.
enough.
I only had 2 dice.
Oh, the one doesn't get it. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no.
So Ruben sees.
So you know, first off, the tunnel is the one furthest away from where Sia's mom's car is, but the truck pulling away, the tires are more flat, and the truck coming in has tires that are very open, or very.
If you look, you can see the tires as it's going away. The tires are a lot. There are so tires going in or more. I'm sorry, I think I got it backwards.
ones
Tires
going
going
in-
in are.
the ones
are
coming
higher,
out look
flat.
like they have more weight.
Mhm.
So
I think
they're draining
they're
it.
removing water because yes, you can see the which is a good thing. No,
That means they're not drowning her.
Yeah, and maybe
Oh,
they're
that's
looking for
dark.
something.
I look over and see it. That's dark.
It's a fact. They're not drowning her.
It's you. You know what I mean.
I just like see how you see like below by your hand there's like a low 5 from me.
I dig it.
So, what is the plan? What are we going to?
We're gonna
Since
find
when have we
someplace-
ever had a plan?
Well, I'm gonna find some place to park this. That's a little bit.
Do we at
further
least
away.
have an objective? Like just
Find Sia's mother.
Find Sia's
Hopefully, if
mom
we
and-
can.
I'm
remove
gonna
the
her?
person
Like
then.
she came here for a reason.
She's probably trying to find something. Maybe she needs something in here to try to fix things, or maybe she's trying to hide here because she thinks it's the last place to look for her.
Don't know about that last one, buddy.
No, I think she might be trying to find something connected to what happened during the flood. Something connected to the living code.
Yeah, I think we're looking towards more like a fix-it scenario. That's what
But
I would do. In this
I'm gonna go a little bit
instance.
further down past this and park somewhere like off, not necessarily easy to like see driving by, and then we can make our way like to where we want to go on foot. I'd rather go on foot than like pull right up next to her car and now there's 2 vehicles out there and everybody's looking at us.
Well, it's first you're getting late in the day, and even when I say the tunnels are in this field, the field is huge. You're at one end, they're way at the other end. The middle one there's actually police tape around that one. That looks like maybe that was the one where the bodies were found. And a truck eventually starts driving by, but what do you do? Where are you going though? Now you're here.
Are we going to try to
Sia's
follow
mom's
your
car is
mom?
there.
We wanted to try to go in one of the tunnels and see if we can go down and track
Okay.
her. The tunnel that she went down,
Yeah.
if we can.
All right. So where do you park your car?
Like I said, I wanted to park it a little bit away and like pull it off far enough to where you're not going to see it coming off the road.
Okay.
And then we
Yeah.
can make our way on foot. But I wanted to be kind of hidden, either in the
Yeah.
field or like if there's trees nearby, somewhere that's
Yeah,
like not
it's all
noticeable.
woods on the side that isn't the field.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the woods.
Okay.
So park a little bit into the woods, a
Into the
little bit
woods.
up from the road.
All right.
We can put some leaves on it and stuff to make it look
Yeah.
like it's been there for a while.
Camouflage.
And you park it and you come down towards the field area, and as you are, you see Sia's mom's car, Tatiana's car, right there, and you have to cross over there, and there's nobody there at it. The trucks are further back. It looks like the trucks are being called up one at a time as they're needed. That's why they're just sitting there waiting.
And is her car just in the open, or did it also seem like she tried to hide it off to the side?
It's not really hidden. It's off to the side, so it's not in the way of a road. But I mean, that in areas like this, there are often field scientists or researchers that often would leave a car or something. But no, it's just sitting there.
Her sneaking by, I don't think she'd necessarily leave anything important, but there could be something in there. If anything, there could be a bag of materials to take, flashlights.
Can we see in the windows at all? Are we able to look in while we go past it? I mean, do we see this from looking into the windows?
Oh, no.
Are they?
Well, you see the glove box is open, and you see one bullet kind of there.
Oh.
That's not ominous.
Okay. Do you want to try to see if there's anything in there? Or should we just leave it?
Does your mom keep any flashlights in the trunk? I mean,
You
my
could
dad's
try.
got some stuff in the back of our truck, but
I'll test the handle, see if it opens.
It's open. It's not locked.
actually, Scott, could I grab like the flashlight that would have been in my father's truck too, just so we'd have a flashlight?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe did you bring your flash? You had the
Flare gun.
Yeah, I have the flare
Flare
gun
gun.
on me. I've had that on me. And I already got one loaded in there. It's unsafe, but that way I can and shoot it whatever we need to.
There are some chemical lanterns in the back. There's 2 of them. The car keys are in the visor above the driver's seat.
So we'll take the 2 lanterns. As we're like shuffling through, Sia will scoop up the bullet. Anything else in the glove box? Outside of like registration and stuff like that.
No.
Should we leave the keys? Do you just want to leave it? I mean, for she.
In case she or us need a quick getaway.
Who wants the flashlight? Because I'm keeping my hand on the flare gun. I don't want to.
I just put my hand out.
I'll hand you the flashlight then.
There was 2 in the car, right? Or
2 chem
what do you find?
lanterns.
Chem lanterns. Okay.
We're taking those lanterns.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just hand one to Hunter and then like hand one. I'll just hold it out to whoever is next to me. She's probably Ruben.
Yeah, but
You're already searching.
seeing the bullet, we're just gonna just say like, I don't say this very often. I don't know. I think I love all of you guys, so I don't say that very much, but we're going to something that may be dangerous, and I feel like it's good to say things like that. So
I just
yeah,
sort of
that's
put a
all.
hand on Ruben's shoulder and give him like a light squeeze. Sort of that, wordless understanding.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
We all care about you too.
You guys feel like a family. I mean, after I lost my dad, like for a minute there, I was kind of lost, and all of us coming back together has been nice. So
I think that us coming back together has saved me from myself in a lot of ways. So let's go.
you guys will notice that when we start to open the door when we go in, Riker is going to be taking a moment before he goes down because we already know that there's bodies found in one tunnel. He's trying to mentally prepare himself for the possibility of finding more bodies down in this one.
And while you're doing that, Hunter takes the lead in front of you.
Well, no, that's probably good. I mean, I think so. Hunter's probably Adrian. I think me and you will be in the back in case.
Point.
And then, because I think we should kind of, maybe keep to some sort of order. Or no, I mean,
So long as
no
we
offense.
stay together.
Mhm.
So long as we stay together and no one starts running away from me because I can only move so fast, guys.
I will
Let's
know.
be
No, I
honest.
got you. I know that's
But
what I was saying.
I look specifically at Ruben. Seriously, if something happens and you need to run, do not wait for me. I do
I'm
not
going to
want to
wait.
be the reason. I do
I
not
can't
want to
promise you
be
that,
the
I'm sorry.
reason that anyone dies today. I don't want to be the reason anyone dies today. I can't go and face God with that weight on my conscience.
Well, we've all done a lot of screwed up shit, so you probably won't even get to face God. So,
You know what? Let's be honest. Satan doesn't want me down there.
Look, at the very least, he'll be going to prison. Okay, we got this.
I tap Hunter's cheek tenderly. Never change. Never change.
I mean, you might be able to use your board down there. It's gonna be smooth.
I'm worried if the water about what might happen to my leg.
As
Oh, could we have?
does
It was like, would it be
skating
stupid
make
to
it
wrap it
more
in-
wet?
I'm worried in general about what might happen to my leg in the environment where I'm assuming the black water is coming from.
Could we wrap it in, like, I know it might not be sealed, but like maybe a grocery bag or something, just anything to
garbage
kind of
bag.
could wrap it in anything with that something.
I would
I
just
assume we would have
say-
garbage bags.
and
I
that
don't-
stuff grows quickly. I think when we get back, if you just like hose it down and clean it out good, you'll probably be good at getting all the yuck out.
I'm gonna use.
Yeah, God, here's-
We're gonna need a lot of rubbing alcohol.
I'm almost worried about with what's happening in that water closer to the core. It might not be a matter of days.
No, we're not
Well,
gonna
you can
find
detach
anything-
it, right? I mean, worst case, if it does something does start happening with it, is it easy to?
I can detach it, but
Then we carry
if
it.
it starts where the connection is, I'm afraid of what happens to me.
Well, then
That's-
let's go down. We'll go down first, and we'll see how bad the water is. If it's something that's going to get up to your connection area,
Yeah.
then you don't go down.
No, you guys aren't going down without me either.
I mean, we're going after Sia's mom regardless.
Correct, and I'm going to be down there with you guys. I'm not going to let you guys do this without me.
All right. Well, let's just.
We'll go.
We gotta
We
go.
go.
We'll see what. Yes,
Whatever happens, happens.
Mhm.
I mean, I could be second because I got the flare gun, and that way I can just kind of, right by
Yes.
Hunter's ear to make him go deaf.
I was thinking I should be near the front because if my mom is carrying, I need to make sure she knows somebody's voice and she'd recognize mine right away.
So Scott, how big is the tunnel wide enough for like us to walk 2 or 3 people?
3 people.
Okay, so we can just
Oh,
kinda
that's
walk in
easy.
threes.
Yeah. It's
So-
like it's like a school hall width.
Hey, Scott, question for you.
Yep.
Knowing we were coming here, was I able to grab my father's handgun on my way out the door?
I don't think so. I don't think you would have had
Okay.
time or thought about it.
All good. Nope, all good.
You were enthralled at the moment.
I was. That's very fair. That's very fair.
Your mind was not on that.
No,
So
it's not.
the door, it takes some pulling to get it open, but it opens. Hunter or Riker could open it, or Ruben or Adrian. Anybody I think could open it. Just you got to really, and then you hear it because the back is a little bit rusted, and then you start going down in whatever order you're gonna go. Who's going first?
Hunter
I think
said
it's-
he was going down first.
Hunter.
Hunter, Riker,
you
and
get
then
you get to
and
the
Sia.
bottom, and you put your foot into water, and it's like knee deep.
Oh,
Maybe
knee
under
deep.
knee, like below your knee.
It's just below the knee.
Yeah.
Your knee or my knee?
My knee.
So it's up to my thigh.
I don't know how tall are you compared to me?
Adrian's not that tall.
I don't know.
Yeah, but the difference in your leg heights aren't going to be that big. aren't going to be that dramatic. 2 inches
Yeah, what-
difference.
will your leg be all right with the?
He finally caught up, everybody! It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Just if I start screaming, someone rip my leg off. Literally, please, I beg of you.
Wait, hang on. Do any of us know how to take it off?
I don't.
I'm assuming you've all seen me take it off enough times.
to be able
Yeah,
to-
there's probably a number of flips and
It's actually more of just like a 2 unhinges and a twist. It's actually very
mean,
easy to pop on and off.
Could we take it off now, and you can just lean against one of us as we go down? I mean, I don't know.
That's putting a lot of stress on you guys for that. I mean,
Yes, but
we don't know what's going to happen. I'd rather not get put us in a negative position until we have to be in one.
okay, but I mean, I feel like if something happening that's with the water now, that's going to do it too. But it's up to
I
you.
mean, you have a point. So the question at that point is, who am I leaning against?
I got you. I'll be in the
Okay.
back anyways.
Okay. I am willing to basically drop my move down to almost 0, and I am popping my leg off. Because, yeah, this is... And I don't think there's any robotics in the connector. I think the robotics is just in the leg.
Okay.
Scott, does that make sense?
Yeah. Are you? So you're going to be hopping?
I'm going to be
Well,
leaning
yeah.
against Rube. I'm going to
Ruben's
be
gonna give you
hobbling with you. Yeah,
Mhm.
Ruben's going to be assisting. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you putting your leg?
Back of the truck.
Oh, so you're bringing it all the way back.
Or why don't you put it in here?
Or you can
put it
keep
in
it.
the
Oh,
bag.
I
Or
forgot.
someone can
No,
hold
no.
it.
I'm sorry. I thought
Yeah.
we were still at the truck. I apologize. No, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the bag. Whatever happens to my leg happens to my leg. At least it's not on me if it starts turning into a juicy leg.
Oof.
Hey, but then you have a fleshy leg finally.
I'm
Maybe he'll
Listen.
turn into another tick.
I'm not hitting.
Maybe you have a leg like Wolverine. You know, like you got the metal like bone structure, and then you know.
As I look over at Sia. Can you hit him for me?
Just trying to look on the bright side. What if it's not bad if it gets fleshy? What if it's not like an evil like flesh robot leg?
I mean, look. Having met the robots we've met, I don't think it'd be an evil flesh robot leg. But if it's a sentient, self-understanding leg, I don't know if I want to wear it.
Wait, real quick, Scott. Didn't the radio we found in the one place didn't it have eyes growing out of it too?
yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you-
yeah,
oh
it did.
Yeah,
yeah.
it did.
Riker just gets this image in his head of like your leg having like eyeballs and like little like
Staring
coming
at
out.
you.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as much as I love body horror talk, can we get going, please?
Oh, this is why we're walking.
No, yeah, we're walking at this point.
Walking and talking.
You're walking, and the water it seems to be very steady, the same water temperature. And this tunnel, it just is the straightest tunnel you've ever seen. It just goes on and on. Weirdly, there's actually lights that go on in here when you walk near one of the lights. The ceiling light actually turns on. And then when you get a little past it, and the next one turns on, it turns off.
Oh, and is the water oily too? Scott, I forgot to ask. Is the
Yes.
water oily? Okay, so I guess sure.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
the black water you were assuming it would be.
Yeah.
And every now and then you see like a little red light that says exit, and so facing the opposite way of where you're going, so people who are in would know where to go to get out. And it is warm in here. There's a sort of a steamy, humidity in the air. It's not like a fog or anything. It's just a heavy, weighty air. And this was a part of a ductwork to reduce heat, so it would make sense that it would be warm. And there's no AC running, so there is that. And you're walking, and you feel something move past your leg, Hunter. Like something sort of touches your leg for a moment in the water. I mean, it's only, a foot deep anyway.
Wait, everybody stop. And I just
Okay.
kind of toe around like underneath the water when I like felt and just like I think I felt something.
And Riker
What
just
do you
looks.
mean?
I'll just point the flashlight at the water.
Define something.
And in the water, you see a rag kind of just sort of floating on the surface.
False alarm.
I'm-
I think it was just it was that.
Oh.
You know what?
Okay, but was what you felt under the water, or just rubbing against your leg on the top of the water?
It was under the water, wasn't it?
Yeah. And the rag is under the water too, just under the surface.
Oh, I think you said that was like floating on the top. So
Well,
Yeah,
part of
so
the rag's
it's
floating
part
on
of
the
it,
top.
yeah.
Yeah, the rest of it's hanging. Iceberg.
okay, as long
You
as
know
it's not one of those things from like the garbage disposal in Star Wars, but like the robotic
eyeball
version.
pops up.
Oh, Steve, why would you say that out loud?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody else does. It's okay.
I'll just like kind of stop the rag with my foot, and then like, I mean, she's like nimble enough to just sort of swish it around with one leg. Yeah, it's a rag.
Keep walking.
Okay. All right.
And you keep going, and the next light goes on. Light behind goes off. And it's funny how dark it is both directions in this tunnel. And if it wasn't for the always on red lights, it would be very disorienting to even know any direction. And you go another distance, whatever it is, and you start to hear like some noise, like a hum, like a machine hum going on. And
You guys hear that?
you've been on, you've been taken to the loop before as kids on field trips, and they were always a little bit creepy because there were always weird sounds, and often sometimes the sounds sounded organic and sometimes they sounded mechanical. So you know there were people in here working, and that those kinds of sounds were more organic. And then sometimes there were machine sounds, just kind of a hum or a rumble or a clicking sound or whatever it happened to be at the time. And you're walking through the tunnels being guided by the tour guide running through the place. And there's all these kids behind you, and the lights go on in front of you, and the lights go on.
Wow.
And it's very high tech. And you hear this sort of a whispering machine, like and then every now and then like machines or something doing things, and somebody would be in a room nearby or something. You don't see doors, but you know there are rooms supposedly in this place off to the sides that were not necessarily accessible from the tunnel, or not recognizable as doors necessarily. And then there are tunnels that go off on the sides, and the tour guide's like, this is, obviously we're in tunnel 17, and this is one of our kids. Just want to let you know, one of our kids, this is Riker's father's security area. Riker, you want to say hi?
Hi.
I think your dad's going to be joining us in a little bit. He said he might try and find a few minutes.
Yes.
I think he said he was going to show you the fire room, which is where they practice putting out all kinds of fires. Which, of course, we're never going to have a fire in this place because we have the best scientists and the best firefighting teams on the planet.
Never hurts to be prepared, though.
That's right. We prepare for everything. And you're going on, and a robot goes past you that is, walking.
What does he do?
He is due for a little oil, I think. Don't you think? You keep hearing that squeak every now and then. But he is actually a robot that transports information. He's basically a computer that walks.
He's a gonk.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is, but
It's from Star Wars. It's the square guys with the legs.
yes, a gonk. Or we should probably name him Gonk.
Yeah.
Hi, gonk.
And you go on for ways, and then you turn off onto another tunnel. And in here there are offices. It's so stupid. Why do they have offices in cool places? Makes no sense to any of you.
This
And
is
then-
boring. Why are we looking at the offices?
Oh, we're gonna go past them, and then he goes to there's this big metal door, and he presses a code and it opens up, and standing arms wide is Riker's dad with a firefighter uniform and a cape.
He's like a superhero.
Before I react to
Whoa!
this, is there any chance that I could see him type in the code? Because I'm like right there
Oh,
waiting,
sure.
like to see where my dad
Roll
is.
for it.
why
Roll
not?
for
I'll
it.
give you an investigation roll.
All right.
Investigation. Your
investigations.
80s kid.
Oh yeah. Let me see what that is. When I was in the 80s.
1, 2, 3, 4.
80s.
Yeah,
That is
definitely. Let's just-
mine. So I have. It's a 4-die roll for me. Actually, I'm just gonna roll my investigation, but only look at the first 4 rolls, Scott. Is that okay?
Sure.
That way I don't have to.
You can roll manually. You just have to click it 4 times.
I know, but
either
then
way,
this
whatever
is
works.
quicker.
I got you.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's only the first.
Oh.
one, yeah.
Number 5.
Yeah, you
Of
didn't.
course it is.
You didn't catch it. And behind him
Okay.
though is a whole fire team. All right, let's get him in here. We got to put out a fire. And they pull the kids in, and some of the kids are a little like it's a little nerve wracking, the idea of putting out a fire.
Mhm.
This is so cool.
Some of the kids are like, do we have
It's
to do
okay.
this?
It's okay.
I say to see
My
ya,
dad's the
we
best.
haven't,
It's
we haven't been
okay.
trained for this.
Yeah, Riker's father will
See
keep
ya.
us safe.
He's got a cape, guys. We're good.
Riker's father will keep us safe. You know
This
that.
is the only field trip where we get to play with fire.
Not touching that one, buddy.
I think it's more of respecting that there's fire and we have to put an end to it.
And
Yeah, but what other field trips are there? Fire.
they take you into this big room, and in the middle of it, there actually is a fire going. And above it, there's a vent, and there's a fan pulling all the smoke out. Get the hoses! Get those kids some hoses! We got to get this thing taken care of! And the firefighters start bringing hoses out to all of you. And there's all these hoses everywhere. All right, you wait until we give you the count. On the count of 3, everybody. And they spread them out to everybody. And everybody who wants a hose has a hose. And
Yes,
Yeah.
all right.
I totally
3,
have a hose.
2, 1, let it go. And the hoses don't blast water. They blow this weird white foam at it. And that is actually the coolest part. It's no water.
That's
at all.
so cool.
And it hits the fire, and the fire almost instantly from all the hoses, it goes out, and it like locks up the fire area in this foam that hardens over the mess. And
Wow.
As soon as we put out the fire, I take the hose, I point it towards Riker, and then I start spraying.
Riker gets hit in the back and the side with with the
Why?
I hit Hunter in the side of the head with it.
Oh, no, there's gonna be a food fight later.
I get Adrian.
And the firefighters come and grab the hoses from all of you.
I very politely have mine turned off and handed over.
Right, you can see Riker was fighting like he wanted to, but his dad's here and he wants to be, so he's like he hands it.
You
like,
can totally see though, half the kids are now covered in foam that like hardens on their clothes a little bit, but it just peels off. It's not. It's a weird material.
What is this?
It's something we invented to put out fires that get a little bit hotter than water can handle. So
Is this also why you don't like? Is it also like it doesn't work on? Because you can't use water on electrical fires. Is that also why it's like this?
yep, it handles all that. Electrical fires, chemical fires, that kind of stuff. We have actually, if you notice on the side, we have different hoses for different kinds of materials. There's water for when there's some kinds of fires. Actually, this fire could have been put out with water, but that's not as cool as this. So
No,
figured,
it's
let's show
not.
the fun stuff. And he says, all right, well, we do have a gift for you on your way over to lunch. And by the door, there's a cart, and one of the firefighters, she pulls it back and she says, I don't know what color capes you want, but we have red, blue, and pink. So grab one that you like. You're all firefighting superheroes today, so make sure everyone knows it. And that's the first time you realize all the firefighters are wearing capes, and they're all giving you all capes for your superhero.
I call
actions.
red. I'm running.
There's more than one.
And
There's only 3 colors, man, and I'm grabbing red too.
yeah,
I get a pink one.
there's the Dart logo on the back of them in the middle, which is the group that started the loop. All right, enjoy the rest of your boring tour. And the tour guide looks at them like, "Come on." And he opens the door to let you all out. And
Riker runs over and gives his dad a big hug.
your dad hugs you back. All right, catch up with your friends.
Okay.
All right, take it easy.
Wrestling tonight,
Bye.
right? Wrestling tonight, right?
Yep, of course. I think Dusty Rhodes is going down.
No, not
Nah.
Dusty. Dusty's the best.
And you go to open the door, and you're in the tunnel again. Kind of seeing the tunnel off on the side where the fire room is, and the door is open. And it's got water in it also.
Riker just, without saying anything, just kind of immediately starts walking over that way to like look in the room.
And in the room, you see some of the fire hoses and stuff like that are over there. A lot of them pulled out. They come off the wall. They're little places they plug in all over the place, so they can take hoses anywhere and plug them in all over the facility.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are not there. Some of them are. And there's even a few capes up on the rafter. Like they have a little rafter, and they put capes up for firefighters that did something of merit. And there's one of them that has your father's name on the back of it. You don't know what the specific thing was.
Yeah, if I can get up and get it, I'm taking that down.
You'd have to climb. There's no easy way to it.
I think I would try.
Like, are you sure you should be
What'd you
trying
see?
to? That seems.
Actually, no, I would. Actually, what I would do, I'd look at it. I'd want to climb, but I'd look around. Is there any like axes or anything in here that we might be able to use if we need to break into something
There
further
is
in
an
this place?
axe.
I'm grabbing the axe to hold on to because
Well,
I know
you
the
have to break
firefighters
the
use
glass to get the axe.
Oh no! So I take the flare gun and I use the butt of the handle
Okay.
to crack.
You remember
open.
last time we tried to break something outside of Adrian's house, right? Remember last how that went?
This glass is designed to break, though it should be okay.
Mhm.
Could you imagine? It's not.
And you pull the axe out.
Is there like a broom or something?
Sure. Yeah.
Find the broom.
There's a closet, like a cleaning
Yeah.
closet in there.
Crack open the cleaning closet, take out the broom. And then I'm gonna use the handle of the broom to get the cape.
Okay. Yeah. By the time you get the axe out and get the glass out of the way, Finney has pulled the cape down for you. Use
Thank
the broom
you.
to kind of pull it off.
He
Welcome.
takes it, looks at it, and like kind of folds it up nicely and shoves it into his jacket. Appreciate it. And
You should have it.
is there anything else of value in this room, Scott, other than our sad, good memories?
No. Not of value.
We should probably keep moving. If we run into something that needs to be like knocked open or something like this, axe might be handy.
Yeah, it's a two-handed axe, though. It's got some weight and heft.
Oh,
to it.
here. You want to give that to me? I mean, you got the
Got it.
flare gun, so.
I'll take the lantern that you have, Hunter.
I mean, have you used one of these? My dad actually taught me a little bit with them.
You just swing, right? I mean,
I know how to shoot. Do you want to get me the gun?
Here, I mean, actually, I was thinking I'll hand you the flare gun, either one of you guys the flare gun, but I'm thinking we don't know what's in this water. If that's like oil or something that can catch fire, so we should be careful with using this while we're in here.
Yeah, we should.
But you do know that
Blow,
Finney,
blowback's a thing.
Huh?
you do know that Finney, she knows how to shoot. You've
Yeah.
even probably seen her shoot with her dad.
I'll hand Finny that, and then I'll hand her because I have 3 of the flares. I'll hand you the flares too. Well, the one's already in the gun, so there's 1 in the gun and then 2 extra ones.
Right.
Yeah, she takes it and like looks it over to like examine the mechanics of how the flare gun works versus
Okay.
from like regular handgun.
If there's
Sure,
anything else
I
you
just
need to
go to
grab
the
to use as like a bat or a club or anything, guys, grab it. We don't know what we're going to run into down here. We need to be.
Oh
able to-
yeah.
Ruben and I are unfortunately unable to.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, but like, it's fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah,
I'll-
maybe we should
I'll-
adjust our positioning now that we're more into the heart of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look for something that I could like use as like a bludgeoning.
I'll help Hunter look too as well. So
All right. Yeah, there's
And
nothing.
there's the broom.
Yeah, there's nothing else in there that's important.
use the broom then for now. It's still a club.
It's nothing. No, yeah, it's better than nothing.
And you get back into the hall and start heading back towards the center point. And a few minutes later, Ruben, you realize that the water went from below your knee to above your knee.
Uh-oh.
And that's when you
Is it-
realized this hallway, it has a slight slope going on.
You guys, it's getting deeper. It's angling down. I mean, eventually we're gonna be.
What do we want to do, guys?
I mean, this was the only route we could take, right? This is only. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we go forward.
Yeah. But if
We
he
still
gets,
need to find Sia's mom. If we can get to the figure that Riker and I saw in the image, great. But
I mean-
we know Sia's mother is alive.
mm-hmm.
Our priority is getting to her and making sure she stays that way.
Well, I mean, one of us could just scout ahead, right? Just to see how deep it goes.
I don't think that's a good idea.
use the
Because what
stick.
happens?
Use the
Yeah,
broomstick as we're
we
moving.
have
Yeah,
the broom
I
handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I poke with the broom handle and see.
That
like,
way we can make sure that's not going to go too deep all of a
The,
sudden. guys.
the second we hit chest high, though, I say we go back.
Yeah, agreed.
all right. Yeah, like I have like the broom in one hand, lantern in the other.
Yep. Like Gandalf.
Yeah.
You shall
Hunter has no
not
idea who that is.
pass.
Yeah, definitely you don't.
Onward, Gandalf.
It was only books at this point, and the
They
one
were.
animation.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that
Ralph Bakshi
animation.
And you're going forward, and you do feel it sloping down. It ends up being about waist high, so it doesn't seem to get to chest. And the tunnel, you hear more sound coming from the walls, like a kind of in the distance, but the walls do resonate sound pretty well. Then things.
Sound like footsteps, like robot, like.
No,
like,
it's that noise when remember when we came through as kids? It's that
Yeah.
that noise.
And
Surprised everything's running still.
With the robots, I'm not.
That's
What
your
if,
point.
what if it's not even a robot? What if it's Crafta? What if they're still doing stuff down here under this?
My bad.
Then why would my mom come down here if she's getting away from them?
She's trying to shut him down.
Just trying to
Catch 'em or
right.
something.
We don't have answers, and right now, I don't think speculation is going to help us.
No, but I'm just saying we gotta keep our head
Hunter,
on straight.
you see
Right.
something shiny up ahead with your lantern, and you realize there's a door up there. There's two doors, but one of them is open and one of them is not. And it's a metal door.
Oh, guys, there's a door.
Yeah, it's in.
Crack it open.
Well, you can just walk through the other door. It's like double doors, but one of them
Yeah.
is left open. The other
No,
one-
all right.
Can I,
Alex.
can I just like peek through?
Yeah, when you peek through, you actually see a big round door like thing up ahead of you, and there is a body hanging onto it or something.
Do you see
Yeah,
Hunter?
Guys, and I
What's
just
up,
kind of
buddy?
I lean to the side so they can.
Yeah, as he's
Yeah.
having that hesitation, I immediately grab the lantern off Hunter and go forward.
And Riker follows, looking too, trying to see what it is you see.
When you go in, you see that there's a person in what you recognize as firefighter uniform, and they seem to be like the door, that the big round door is slightly ajar, and there is some kind of half machine, half fleshy thing hanging limp from inside of it. And this, whoever this person is, they bent a pole into the sidewall to hold it tight, and then with a fire hose strapped themselves to hold it as tight as they could. And this image, when you get in, looks like kind of like the image you'd seen on the screen the other day. They're wearing a mask with a tank and hose.
And it's because you said body, but is this like a person that's still, or is he?
Their
Right.
whole uniform, you can't even see the face.
When
But like,
Riker's-
are their body? Is their body moving at all? Does it look like they're a living
they're just
person?
hanging limp in the space.
Right. I just catch Riker's wrist very lightly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I was like right behind you. As soon as you see that and I see that, like Riker starts to take a foot forward, and then he just stops and like just kind of backs around against the wall and just kind of,
Breathe.
You need me to check.
somebody go check, please.
Ruben, let's go.
Hey, I got you. All right.
I'll go out. I follow after him.
See.
When you get up there, the mask on the face, you can see a face that is rotted away mostly, but there's no doubt who it is.
We need to get him down.
Okay.
I can hold on to the wolf
Hunter,
here. Help me
Hunter,
do this.
can you?
Yeah.
Help us get him down.
Yeah.
So we untangle him from the hose.
What's
we
taking so
untie
long?
him.
Is it him?
Yes.
It is.
It is.
I just am already hugging Hunter, or not Hunter,
Riker.
Riker.
Right.
Riker just like completely slumps. Are we still in waist high water still, or are we at a point where it's not?
No, it's still waist high.
Okay.
Let's get him
So
down.
then-
When you
He just kinda
unwrapped
slumps.
the hose that was holding him there, the big door, from the weight of whatever it was behind it, and this thing that looks kind of like the death creature falls into the room, and the bar that was being held on the other side comes loose and clangs against the wall and falls in the water.
He's a hero.
Is there someone who can put him down somewhere that's like above the water? Is there like a table so we can set him down
There's
so
a cart.
it's not just
There's
in the.
like a cart.
We get him to
Yeah.
Something
we get him in
dry.
the cart. Yeah.
cross his arms over his front.
Riker stands up, walks in, looks at him, and he just
There's a lot of decay, but it's obvious.
why? And he gets, you see him, he's in tears, and he just like slams the table where he's at. Why? What do I tell my mom? Do I even tell her? She'll kill me knowing that I'm down here.
I think that you won't have to tell her because I think Kraft is draining this tunnel to come down here anyways.
So what? I walk around for the next few days to pretend like I don't know anything. Who knows? how
I
long
don't
it's
even
gonna
know if it's going to take a few days at this point.
take? Why do you have to do this?
was
I
probably
mean,
last
it's-
minute
So
split dishes and
Don't want
Yeah,
him to
it's
be
who he
I want him
is.
home.
your father told me something a long time ago. Because back when I was having issues with my dad, your dad helped me one time. When I asked him why he helped, he said, because somebody has to do the things that no one else will.
Why him though? Why
Because-
him?
Because he was better than everyone else.
So now I don't
And
have
he-
him.
he
My
tr-
mom doesn't have him. So he can be better.
I didn't say it was fair. I didn't say it was fair. But your father single-handedly, I point towards the death, kept one of those at bay.
Don't care.
Obviously,
I know you don't.
He's not home because of this.
Yeah?
Part of me hates him. And I feel wrong for that because he's I want to hate him. I want to hate him. It'd be easier.
It is easier to hate your father, I'm not going to lie to you. But I'd trade caring and being where you're at over how I'm feeling in a moment's notice.
Yeah.
you don't have to figure it out all right now, right? I mean, you got
You don't.
this is gonna take.
You really think
Probably-
that my situation is better than yours? And I point to him, that's better?
Yes. Look at me in the eyes. Yes.
No, it ain't. I don't know everything that your stuff is, but this is the worst pain I could imagine. He's gone. For so long, I was running on hope. And I don't have it anymore. Hope. I don't have him. Let's go find Sia's mom before this happens to her. And Riker does, without anybody saying anything, he just turns and walks away. Like he can't even look at his dad.
When you turn, you see Finney is sort of watching something floating across the water from up the hall, because this branches out two directions from here. And it is a scarf that you recognize from the image was the scarf of Tatiana.
Okay. I hold up the scarf. This looks like Dr. Lovelace's. She looks at where the current, if where the water flow would be coming from. I think it came from here.
Right. Start pressing forward in that direction.
Okay. And you head up that direction, and it's not very long, and you hear that. And then there's doors along the left side, none on the right. And they're all open. And the first one, when you look in, there's a big glass pane looking into a huge room, and the glass pane is broken. There's a little bit of water kind of trickling in, like what the water on the other side is just above it. And in the room that you look in, the big open area on the other side of the glass, there is a black space and an energy crackling around it, and there is legs or something kind of protruding from it. Can I get a
Sanity check.
Right.
Suddenly-
New system.
Call him,
Tori, let's go!
Us all of a sudden we're called Cthulhu.
let me see what if you this a comprehend check.
Comprehend.
What kind of roll?
Mind comprehend.
Comprehend mind.
Mind comprehend.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did I
Let's see if I can get it to roll. Let's go.
Good amount of
Mind
dice
comprehend.
one, actually.
Yeah, that's good, Riker.
Mind comprehend.
Hell
Mind
yeah.
Okay.
He's laser focused right now.
I see.
Do foresee it.
He's trying to not think about. He's trying to think about anything but what he just saw.
And this is definitely
Mine's being
anything
slow.
but.
There we go.
Okay.
Almost there. Give me 1 second.
1 second, my system's being
Comprehend.
potato.
Okay, just that's mind. Okay.
I'll be right back. I have to get another notebook.
Okay.
Book is full.
Yep. Wow. Okay.
Ruben,
Yay!
hitting the threes tonight.
3P!
Yeah.
Gotta outdo me and see his twos, huh?
Mhm.
Just gotta
Yeah.
outdo
Yeah.
our twos.
Just call me Steph Curry. Just kidding.
Can't let us have a moment, can you, Ruben?
Watch Adrian pull a 5 this time again.
Ruben,
Let's go. Come on.
This reminds you of in science class. They were talking about black holes and what they think a black hole would look like. It doesn't seem to act like one, but it just seems to be black and absorbing energy around it. And out of the bottom of it, you see this black liquid dripping out and kind of in a small stream. And these legs, several of them, all the way around different parts of the ball, seem to be feeling and protruding and touching the water and then into the water. And while you're looking at it, this monstrous form pushes through the ball part of the way, and you see it get stuck, like the ball is a hole that it's too small for it to get out of. And then it pulls back in, and another leg comes down, and it feels around again.
Ruben, tell me you just saw what I saw. I also have 3. So I'm assuming you saw
Yeah.
the same thing.
I kind of wish that I didn't, but yes, I
Yeah,
saw
me
what you
too.
saw.
Yeah, I don't think we should go near whatever this is.
Is that death?
I think that's Death's older, meaner brother.
Sia, can I get an investigation check, please?
Yeah. My investigation.
Come on, Sia.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
By the way, Scott, just for knowledge, did our twos let us know anything or even no?
I got Nen.
Okay.
Well, now I'll repeat it to like you guys remember in class, like the black holes that we were learning about.
Yeah,
That's
the people who had got twos, when he explains it, it makes a little sense. Because back then, there weren't even really pictures of what a black hole idea was.
So it's similar
Well,
to a black hole.
You know in I'm trying to think of a relevant. You know in Dune, the monsters that hide in the after the second book were the monsters that are hiding in the void.
Okay.
Void. Monsters.
You said you're also seeing that dripping goo.
Yeah.
Is that the
this
stuff
is where it's coming from.
Man,
Origin.
I should read more books.
You're working on your first one, and we're proud of you for that. Let's work up to Dune.
I'm sure you and Titch
Let's
could start
work-
like a book club.
That's a fantastic
would like
idea,
that.
actually. I mean, Titic will do it as long as you do it, Ruben.
While Hunter's being fascinated, I want to just absently take the broom from him and then
Don't you poke it. Don't you poke it.
Well, it's behind glass, isn't it?
Well, the glass
Broken
actually was
glass.
broken.
Yeah.
I want to try to get a sample of the black sludge that dips into before it dips into the water.
Okay. It's pretty far in the room. You'd have to actually go into the room, the big room, to get that.
Annie.
We came here for
Wait.
answers.
We came here for Sia's mother.
Yeah, so
Scott,
it's,
I want to look around. Is there anything else in here that we need to be on the lookout for? Like, is Sia's mom anywhere nearby or anything like that?
You don't see her. This is the one room. It's the first room.
Yeah.
There's some chairs
And
in
we
here
got-
turned over under the water and a table.